Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. I have bought another project, as you can probably see from the description. This one has definitely been bought with my heart rather than my knowledge. It is in a very bad way. So let's have a little look around it and let's see how bad it is and what works. So here she is, a Punto GT in like the burnt orange colour, which is one of my favourites. My actual favourite colour in the Punto is the Rialto blue. I had one of those as my first new car and loved it to bits. So yeah, as you can see, the major problem with it is down there. I won't show you any further. We'll get it on the ramp before I'll show you that damage in any more depth. So yeah, it's a Punto GT, 1.4 turbo. It's the 8-valve engine out of the Fiat Uno. So it is actually quite an old engine. Now, why Punto GT and why am I sort of so passionate about them? Well, my first brand new car was a Punto Sporting in the Rialto blue. I'll try and stick a picture of one up now. And I had that as a part of the Magnetti Morelli discount package because one of my friend's fathers worked there, so I got 20% off a brand new Punto. I believe the price back then, it has been 20 odd years ago, was 10,500, so I pretty much got it for just under £8,500 for a brand new car, which is quite well spec'd in the day and also very stylish, because the Punto was the first car to have the high headlights in the back. Yeah, I kept that for probably 2 years. I really enjoyed it, loved it to bits. I eventually got rid of it and bought a white Escort Cabriolet on a D plate, which was the worst car I think I've ever purchased. It was a rotten nail which didn't never run right, and fuel leaked everywhere. And then after that I had a Punto Cabriolet, and then I had a Punto GT, sort of a burnt yellow one. I bought that with a knackered engine and paid a garage to repair it. Drove it around for a few months and then sold it on. And then a couple of years later I had another Punto Cabriolet. So yeah, that's where my passion for Alfa started, was with Puntos. I think after my second Punto I moved on to the Alfa 156. So yeah, we've had a little look around it now. I'll talk you through the bodywork. Yeah, it's a nail. There's not really one good panel on it that doesn't want painting. Bodywork wise and rust, it's not that bad on the sort of waist up. We've got a few little bits of rust appearing on the front here, which is as you'd expect. Bits of trim missing, door trim's missing, but luckily that is in the boot because that's probably one of the hardest parts to find on a Punto. A few scrapes and scrapes on it, doors dented there, a little bit of rust coming through here. Oh, I think I've found a panel which might not need painting. The spoiler. Wow, that's all right. That's going to save me all of an hour's labour. Tailgate, it's got a few dents in it. It did actually have a much bigger dent, but I just got my hand behind the panel and pushed it out, and it's not as bad as it was, so that will repair. It does have some rust coming through up here, so that does mean the rear screen is going to have to come out for me to repair that. Some idiot has cut holes in the bottom of the bumper. Luckily you can't see them from here, so I may not have to do much with that. And yeah, it's staring at you right in the face now. Somebody's put that exhaust on there and it looks absolutely stupid. Both the rear lights are actually intact. There's no damage on those, so they can be reused. The floor pan doesn't look as bad from this side, or should I say the sill rather. But yeah, trust me, I've already had a little look underneath it because I filmed the up in the air bit first, and it is in a bad way. I do have the 4 alloy wheels for it still. It does need 4 tyres. The space saver's on it now, and the space saver tyre has also gone manky. Big dent in the wing. It's also been painted at some point, and you can see there's moisture in the paint by all the bubbles on top of that, so that's going to be repainted anyway. A little bit of lacquer peel there and there, a few stone chips, rust coming underneath here on the roof. and up there. We need a wing mirror, but they're readily available. Front bumper has had a dodgy repair to it down there. I may see if I can get another one, because after repairing the Barchetta front bumper, I don't really fancy doing it again. And I would imagine that should be fairly straightforward to get hold of. And the bonnet is covered in peel. So there we go, that is the outside of the car. Have a comment now of your initial thoughts before you watch the rest of the video, and then comment again at the end and see what your thoughts are after that. So yeah, let's have a look on the inside now, and let's see what works still. Right, the driver's window still works, although a little slow. The passenger window still works. The sunroof should work. It didn't work the other day, but I have lubricated it and it is starting to work a little bit better. So that's one plus point, because I understand that that is a major fail point again on these Puntos. Somebody's probably attached some dials or something there at some point, so we've got this nasty hole. I should hopefully be able to get another trim piece for that. But the interior is all pretty much present and accounted for, although a little dirty and a little bit sort of chavved up, if you can see these horrible nasty speakers. The fuse box cover is in the boot. The steering wheel, although it's not in tremendously bad shape, it could do with recolouring, but there's no missing stitching. It's just a little bit of wear there, so that would be salvageable. The sticker on the front's all scratched up. It's only covered 87,000 miles, so it's in pretty good health engine wise, I would like to think. What else works? Does this work? Yep, it works. Ashtray's a bit floppy. We're missing the stereos, and oh my gosh, how expensive replacement stereos are for these. I've seen one on eBay for £350. So yeah, not the cheapest. A little bit of wear to the door pulls, but that's not too bad. We can live with that. It is a 20 odd year old car at the end of the day. Was it 98? So we're at 22 years old. Gear knob, okay. And again, could do with cleaning. We do have a history book, so let's have a look in that and see what we've got. It's all as much of a surprise to me as it is you. We have a V5. We have a bill of sale. 4th of June, no year, so I don't know when that was. An old style V5. Is this the brand? Oh, 96 quotation for, but this is a 98 car. Bizarre. Vehicle safety notifications. There's a few other bits and bobs in there. Some old MOTs. They're just low bills at the moment. There's no major service work that I've found as of yet. Here we go, a bill of £50. Nope. £32. They're all parts as well, so I'm assuming this has been a self-kept car. Some old tax discs, which is quite nice. A bill for 78 quid for some tyres. So yeah, nothing really interesting in the service history apart from tyres. Oil pressure seems okay. Let's just make sure that drops down when we stop and restart it. It drops down very slowly, but at least it's dropping, so hopefully it's giving us the true level of pressure. So that's good. Engine warning lights on. Again, don't know why. I think I'll speak about that later on. When I picked it up, the key was broken, so I've had to sort of glue it back together. Car came with about 5 keys, 2 of which are snapped in half, and 2 which don't fit, and 1 which is the ignition key. Just been having a little tinker, come across the keys again, me being the idiot that I am. 2 of the keys are brand new blanks, so that's why they won't fit in the locks. And the broken key is the remote fob, and I've put a new battery in it, and it works. Yay! So what I want to know now is, has anybody replaced the blade in these keys? Obviously we've got some brand new blades here. Can we remove and refit? Anybody done that before? I know they're pretty similar to the Alfa keys, so I would imagine it is doable. So that is the exterior and the interior. Let's get it inside now and we will have a look at the underside. Got the fun task now of trying to get it up in the air to have a look at how bad the rust is underneath. It's going to be a challenge. Both sides are absolutely rotten, so let's try and get it up in the air and see how bad it is. I've sort of managed to get it under 4 solid spots. Well, I hope they're solid anyway. So let's get it up in the air and see how much rust falls down. Okay, hopefully it's going to hold on those spring pans. A little bit precarious there, so I might take it down again and move it back up again. So let's have a look underneath it now. I have got my certified MOT rust testing tool. Let's have a quick look underneath it and then we'll go over the whole car and see how bad it is. And first thoughts are, oh my gosh. That's the main area. I don't think I need my screwdriver. I think I can pretty much see how much needs doing, which is a lot. This is going to be the worst car I have ever had to repair. It's going to be masses of fun, tears and sweat. Let's check underneath the arches. I would imagine behind the liner here, it's going to be rotten. Not too bad actually, it's just gone a bit there where the screw hole is. Try and get you to see that. There, that's an easy repair. We've got some rust up here. I reckon that's going to be holes there, or not far from being a hole. Can you see that up there? Up there. So that's going to be a nice repair to do. Another one. Let's go around to the other side. Not too bad this side from what I can see here. I'm going to need to do a repair up there. The fuel pipe is starting to rust, so that's going to have to probably be replaced. Let's have a look at the front now. That brake pipe is going to want changing. The shock is going to be ripped out anyway. The tops are quite rust free, which is surprising considering how bad everything else is. And now the last one at the front, passenger side. A little bit of rust coming there, but again that's not too bad. And the suspension top, there's a little bit of rust at the top of the suspension there, but hopefully that's just surface. So yes. Right, back onto the underneath. This floor pan is totally disintegrated. That's the insulation and carpet there. The inner sill is totally gone. I'm going to have to rebuild that. So I'm going to need to find some reference pictures so I've got an idea of where it all goes. Outer sill is absolutely gone most of the way up. I'm so happy I've been able to buy replacement parts for it. See, all the way across, you can see into the floor. Hello there. And all the way up there's rotten. Hopefully that top part isn't rotten, because that's going to be a nightmare to do. Let's go around this side. And all there is absolutely rotten. Bottom part of the wing is rusty, but hopefully salvageable. The inner part of the floor pan isn't too bad, so I can hopefully just cut them up and salvage what is left. But onto the other side now. All rotten at the back, all rotten under there, all rotten up into the sill. Floor pan is just as bad this side. Right up into the chassis leg. I think I have more chassis leg to see on this side, so I should hopefully be able to use a bit of that to give me a reference point to rebuild it. And yeah, all rotten to the front there. It's not as bad at the front end here. I think there's a little bit more rust left there rather than holes. That's gone through there though. Bottom of the wing still solid, so we should be able to repair that. Front arch, there's rust underneath it, but again that should be okay. And this front wing here, yeah, rust underneath the arch, but that will be salvageable. That arch isn't too bad. Some rust coming up underneath, but it's not bad at all. And the final arch to check. Yeah, we've got rust there, but it's bubbling from the outside, so we can do something with all that. And as from the outside earlier, that is the holes cut in the bumper, but luckily you can't see them. But knowing me, it's going to bug the crap out of me. So, what do you guys think? I think it is really, really, really bad. And most people wouldn't salvage this. Most people would break it up. In fact, this is what it was being advertised for, was a breaker. But I'm a little bit stupid on this, so I'm going to try and repair it. So this is going to be a big one. Definitely the biggest car I've ever repaired before. So yeah, a bit daunting, isn't it? Massive, massive job to undertake. So it's going to take a couple of years, I'd imagine, to get this right. I think the best thing to do is strip it back to its bare shell and get it blasted. I will probably send it away to be blasted, because the last time I did it in my old unit, I was picking up blasting beads for my remainder of the time of that unit. So yeah, better off to paying somebody else to do that dirty job. Now, this was sold to me as a runner. It doesn't run very well, but it does run. And if you can see immediately what the problem is with it running, is there's no air filter system on it. So it's not the best for starting and idling at the moment. It also isn't boosting on the turbo. There's a little puff of blue smoke out the exhaust when you start it up from cold, so I would imagine the turbo seals is leaking. The turbos are a common problem on these Puntos, so that will all get refurbished. So I was surprised to see a new oil filter on it. Let's see if the oil was changed as well. Yes, it looks like it has, and it's got oil in there as well. So yeah, the engine, it runs. Let's turn the key and so we can hear it and have a look at what's going on with it. I mean, it doesn't sound too bad. I've heard a lot worse engines than this, so maybe it will just want cleaning up and a few faults sorting, and it should be good to go, plus a turbo rebuild. The car itself hasn't done too many miles. cam belt is more than likely going to desperately want changing, but as it's only an 8-valve engine, it should be fairly straightforward to change. Rust wise in the engine bay, there's a little bit of surface rust on the chassis leg, not too much up there, very little there, just a little bit of surface rust starting to come in a few spots, but nothing major at all. That appears to be the worst bit down there, but once everything's out we can see how bad that is. The alarm housing could do with moving. We are missing a battery securing clamp. I'm going to need to find out, or see if it's even possible to get another airbox to go down there, see if we can sort out why it's not boosting. The engine warning light is on, and that's probably down to the fact that there's no airbox on there, and probably other faults with it not boosting as well. I have tried to connect my laptop to it, but it doesn't want to talk to it, so I would assume there's a broken or faulty wire somewhere, so I will have to try and fix that as well. Also having a little mess in the engine bay, just trying to see why it wasn't boosting. Found the loose turbo pipe going to this boost regulator, I would assume this is, and the end was broken off it. So what I've done is I have just glued a bit of brake pipe in there, made the hole a bit bigger, and welded it in, not welded it in, but sort of glued it in place. So hopefully we can test it tomorrow once this is dried and see if it will boost again now, but probably not without the airbox on it. So there we go, this is my new long-term project. I would imagine it's going to take minimum of 12 months, probably going to be around 2 years to get it done, and it's going to need a lot of work to do. I think I'm going to probably take it back to a bare shell, pull the engine out, probably just leave the dashboard in, and get the underside blasted professionally, and then we can sort of see how much we've got left to deal with, which is probably not going to be much when it comes to the floor pan. So it's going to probably be a few weeks until, or a few months maybe, until I can get cracking on this. I want to get the barchetta finished, or at least drivable, and then I need to get the GTA, the 147 import one, finished and then sold, and then I'm going to have hopefully some time to start working on this. First thing's going to be just rip everything off it and then get it blasted. So what do you guys think? Have you owned Punto GTs in the past? What do you think of them? I say I've got quite a passion for them, so let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video.